years in development to get back to that success.
First shot on goal is missed. That's Deshaun Nelson. So Iowa State has scored twice, 2 times down the floor. DePaul, nada. They're 2 times down the floor. Shot is missed inside. Momcilovic, the misfire. A little bit short by Nelson.
Nelson coming off a productive game last outing with 23 points, so he's trying to get it going early. They need to find him and get him involved in the offense.
Using half the shot clock. King has it rattle out, but an offensive rebound. 2 for a quarter for King, and he catches it in.
Tre King normally is what he did after they got the rebound. Attacking the paint strong, using his physicality, absorbing contact, and finishing. He's not really a jump shot shooter. He's a basket finisher.
DePaul leads the all-time series, which is almost non-existent. They've only played 1 time. It was way back in 1967. Up and in, finally breaking the seal for DePaul. That's Elijah Fisher.
This is one of the most valuable transfers in college basketball. Elijah Fisher, the young talented sophomore, can score inside and outside and get to the basket.
Massive get for Tony Stubblefield. Considered to be a 5-star recruit, 1 and done. Played at Texas Tech before coming to Chicago. Talking about Elijah Fisher. Back of the iron. And we've got a held ball. Possession arrow is going to give it to DePaul.
The pressure by the Cyclones. And ball and body movement. When they get ball and body movement, it's always turning into a positive offensive outcome.
Chico Carter hands it off. And stroking it, Jeremiah Odin. Welcome to the ball game.
And right on cue, you saw Chico Carter using the ball screen, probing the defense, not holding on to the ball, and was able to deliver for the pick and pop 3 by Odin.
Odin's a Chicago kid. He spent his first 3 years as a college player out in Wyoming. But he's come back to the big city for his senior season. Extra pass in tight corners, off the mark. Here comes Nelson, little Euro. Didn't work.
Both teams have trouble securing the ball. They're both turnover prone. That is going to be important emphasis for this game.
King fumbled the pass for a moment, then cashes it in. Second field goal for Tre King.
The transfer from Eastern Kentucky. Strong body, undersized power forward, plays bigger than he is.
And snapped a modest 5-0 run for DePaul. Carter stops and starts. And he'll have free throws. So the first free throws of the game will be for Chico Carter by Tre King.
The 6'7" power forward, shooting 56% from the field, and this is why. When he gets in the paint, he's strong, physical, he absorbs contact, he's seeking it, and he can concentrate and finish. They really need him to rebound. They need him to keep finishing in the paint to bring interior offensive presence for this Cyclones team.
Now, if his parents were thinking, maybe they would have named him Deuce. He scores in multiples of 2, not multiples of 3. On the year, he has not made a 3-point field goal, Mr. Tre.
That is correct. That is correct. Hey, well, you know, if he could get some 3-point plays, a deuce and a free throw,
okay,
then we could get back to calling him Tre. But you see Mr. Tre King right there, built like a linebacker, physically ready to play like a grown man.
He looks the part, man. Central casting. So here's Chico Carter. Chico Carter's first year as a DePaul Blue Demon. He is from Columbia, South Carolina. He's either Murray State with the Racers. Most recently playing in the SEC at South Carolina. Shoots a good free throw, makes a pair, and it's a 1-point ball game.
You see DePaul showing some token pressure, 3-quarter pressure. They're going to drop back in the zone. This DePaul team is light-handed with their players, so they're going to spend a lot of time playing zone defensively to preserve their teammates.
Beautiful pass, and King can't get it to fall. That's a missed opportunity.
And I just talked about how King needs to finish. Penetration in the zone, nice pass, but excellent defense from behind by Nelson.
Changes for Iowa State into the ball game. Number 5, Curtis Jones. Also into the game, 33, Omaha Ballou. DePaul is still a thin team. They're playing without Jalen Terry, expected to be one of their leaders. Hasn't played all season long. Got to come back from an ankle injury is Jalen Terry. Oden, I like that kid stroke. Second 3-ball for Jeremiah Oden.
Well, like I talked about earlier, ball and body movement, but right there you had Carter going downhill and he got a paint touch. Whenever you get a paint touch, make the defense collapse. There's an open player. He found him in the corner.
Rebounded in traffic by Nelson. DePaul the lead in the ball. Why not? Oden got it again. He's got 9.
The only time when DePaul gets into offensive struggle is when they have ball stoppers. So far in this early parts of the game, there are no ball stoppers, and that's why they're up by 5.
Oden played his high school ball not too far away. He's a Catholic League kid, played at St. Rita. Spent 3 years out in Laramie, Wyoming, playing for the Cowboys. And now he's got it again! And he can't get the hometown roll. How soft was that?
Oh, that was nice touch. And again,
Nelson bumped off his spot. Relocates and hits it.
and that's just Deshaun Nelson being aggressive, showing his versatility of being able to knock down perimeter shots, but also post up in the paint.
Number 12, Robert Jones back into the game. He got a quick blow just a moment ago. This is Lipsey. Keshon Gilbert, Ballou. And Ballou got caught up in the air with nowhere to go.
Unforced turnovers.
Crazy shot, one and done. Picked off, Chico Carter. And DePaul's playing inspired basketball right now.
This is one of the times that I've seen DePaul come out of the break. 6 makes, you gotta love it.
Iowa State goes to the bench. Jackson Pavletsky comes into the game for the first time. Sophomore transfer from Wofford, originally from just outside of Milwaukee. Pavletsky. Pavletsky turns the corner, shot clock down to 5. Curtis Jones rings the bell. That's a triple for Jones.
Curtis Jones, the transfer from Buffalo, he is a capable shooter, knocking down that shot, but I think DePaul still needs to play zone defensively because Iowa State only shoots 31% from the 3. Force them to continue taking tough threes.
Carter! Gilbert to Jones, playing keep way up high. Wild with the left hand. Oh my goodness. That's Gilbert who threw it up there just to get his own rebound and put it up through.
Yeah, that was an unorthodox shot that he took, but usually the shooter is the first one to know where his rebound is going. And right there, Gilbert knew, secured it, and put it back up for the finish.
Here's KT Ramey getting some first half burn. Backdoor pass, and the layup is missed by Oden. Oh, he wants that one back.
Well, that was a good pass. Good interior passing and vision. Again, a paint touch is always a good thing for the Blue Demons.
Ball poked away. It's stolen away. Fisher had it for just a moment before his pocket was picked by Gilbert. And Gilbert not going to get away with that. Not in downtown Chicago. Foul is called on Gilbert for extending the arm. Tony Stubblefield, just not the start that he would have liked this year. 1-5, non-conference play. But still a whole bunch of time remaining in our season. Working the baseline. This is Fisher, walled off. 5-star recruit, transferred over from Texas Tech. Chico Carter gets it back. Shot clock down to 6. Grenade over to Oden, has to fire. Oh, Jeremiah Oden, his 4th three-pointer.
Odin is on fire right now, showing his ability to raise up behind three. Normally, he's a catch-and-shoot three-point shooter right there, displaying the ability to seek out a shot on the bounce and late clock.
Odin in 6 games this year had made 8 total three-pointers. He's already got 4 in the first 9 minutes of our game today. Havlicki, his first field goal, the sophomore. So DePaul with 21 points on 7 made field goals, 5 threes, 2 twos, and 2 free throws. And a traveling violation called on KT Ramey.
And this is where the Blue Demons have to be able to embrace the pressure the Cyclones will put on them. That DePaul has, turning the ball over.
For Iowa State, Milan Momcilovic comes back into the ball game, number 22. Tamin Lipsey's been super quiet here in the ball game. Here's the man we're talking about, Lipsey. A little bit short, but got his own miss.
Lipsey, an excellent rebounder for a 6'1" guard. Played in Orlando in the tournament, averaged a little bit over 8 rebounds a game.
Jackson, Havlicki, back-to-back field goals for the sophomore.
The transfer from Wofford, Havlicki is crafty.
Rebounded in traffic. Momcilovic. Here comes Iowa State, now down by 4. Havlicki. How did he find Lipsey? Beautiful pass, guard to guard. And Iowa State feeling the vapors right now. They're
in the energy, making shots. Look at him being aggressive. Baseline drive. You normally want to hit baseline drift, but he finds the floating Lipsey in the paint. That's the 6'1" guard that gets up and elevates. I told you he's a rebounder, but look at him getting in the paint, able to absorb Texas A&M's push and the physicality that they played with.
DePaul leading by 2. Trying to survive a 6-0 run for Iowa State. And now just getting their offense started with 12 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Nelson couldn't get it there.
That's where they get in trouble right there. They kept the ball on one side. Nelson turned down an open 3 to dribble into traffic in the paint.
Havlicki. Lipsey. That's a pretty strong drive. For a 6'1" guard, that's a pretty darn strong drive for Tamin Lipsey.
Well, the Blue Demons right there breaking down on perimeter defense. You have an attack which was all started from the original penetration by Gilbert, and then Havlicki penetration, paint touch, and now you're on the move trying to recover, and this is where Lipsey can attack the rotating guard and get to the basket and able to finish.
3 guys in the world with the same resume as Lipsey. Ames High School, Iowa Mr. Basketballs. You got Fred Hoiberg, you got Harrison Barnes, and you got Tamin Lipsey.
My former NBA teammate with the Bulls, the mayor, Fred Hoiberg.
Here comes Lipsey, what do you got? Hoiberg would have poked that, just saying.
Well, I mean, he is 6'1", and that's being generous, but the bottom line is Lipsey coming off an all-tournament team in Orlando tournament, plays bigger than he is. I told you he's a rebounder. He had a double-double last game, 10 points, 14 rebounds from your point guard.
11-0 run for Iowa State, but it ends on a flush by Jaden Henley.
And this is what Coach Stubblefield has been waiting for, Jalen Henley to step up. He was a fantastic freshman in the Big Ten last year, transferred. He needs his scoring.
That's a really good move by Keshon Gilbert. Stopped on a dime and hit a floater falling on his backside. And another turnover for DePaul.
One of the things is Coach Stubblefield is trying to get the Chicago talent to stay home and play. At DePaul has been difficult.
Lipsey, the young point guard, got a rebound, an extra possession, cashed in with the triple. Wow. Keshon Gilbert makes it hurt for DePaul. That's a 3 off an offensive rebound.
Well, Lipsey is able to get these rebounds because when you think about it, how many point guards box out the other point guard? They don't, because normally point guards aren't going to the offensive board.
Turnaround for Nelson off the back of the iron, rebounded by Gilbert. Iowa State, they've now made 6 of their last 7. And a turnover. Carter, transition 3. Soft rims at Wintrust, huh?
It is definitely soft rims in Wintrust Arena. The weather must be nice and mild because they are getting all the nice bounces to fall in. First it was Odin, and now it was Carter.
Screen look. Gilbert can't catch that one in. Carter, the loose ball rebound. That goes off the foot of Lipsey.
The rep saying you're going to get more of those than you don't.
Lipsey steals the inbound pass. Lipsey. Jones. Score the goal. Keshon Gilbert.
That's too easy right there. The Blue Demons just open up the lane and let Gilbert get right to the rack. You have to be alert in transition defense, knowing that when you stop the first attack, there's more coming in the second wave. Gilbert getting to the back.
Henley. Jones. To the other Jones.
Almost a travel right there. Way to keep your foot down.
What an awkward possession that is for Robert Jones.
That was real unorthodox because he's getting everything on drop-offs, offensive rebounds. Sometimes you got
rim, and whether or not the shot clock needed to reset, it is not. Oh my goodness, Momcilovic wants a do-over. That hit the top of the backboard from the baseline.
That's uncharacteristic of him because he's an excellent three-point shooter. Coming off the last game and knocking down 4 threes. That's what I call a bad miss from a good shooter.
Fisher. Nope. Rebounded. Odin can't get it to fall. Cleared by Lipsey. Seems to get a lot of those long rebounds. That probably wasn't a great idea trying to get at Jones there. But it works out for Iowa State. Tre King is fouled. So the last couple of times down the floor, Iowa State's been sloppy, but this time they're rewarded.
Making ill-advised passes. Lipsey threw it to a Rob Jones that wasn't even ready. But it's like making lemonade out of lemons. You come up with something, and it was all because of the hustle by the Cyclones.
Points today for Iowa State.
In their last game, 4 rebounds. They really need him to perform consistently and perform well every game if they're going to have any success in Big 12 play.
King's going to leave. He's replaced by the freshman Omaha Ballou, who's actually not from Omaha. Instead, he is from Denison, Iowa. Not too far away from Omaha.
Well, he has one of the most sensational names in college basketball. I love the Omaha Ballou. That's like a celebrity name. Now he's got to have the celebrity game.
Casey Ramey from the elbow swirls it through. Remember, DePaul at one point led by 10. DePaul led 18-8 at one point. At its worst, DePaul has been down by 6. Currently down by 4.
Well, they lost that lead because they started to not be locked in defensively, and they stopped getting the ball movement. Guys were searching out individual offense.
Hey, Jones, Robert Jones just shot puts it in.
And that's what I'm talking about. Robert Jones scoring on drop-offs. Teams finding his players finding him in the paint, catching a quick floater by the big guy.
Odin's been quiet since hitting his 4th three-pointer. And a bad screen. Deshaun Nelson was trying to do the right thing, but
Looked like he lost his balance.
Iowa State's going to take Tamin Lipsey out of the game. Floater. Won't fall in. DePaul the rebound. Carter in the corner. Carter, Oden, Ramey. Along with Matt Etienne. Etienne's first time in the ball game. Number 12 in white. Transfer from UCLA. And Carter, the scoop shot falls.
I've seen Chico Carter make those kind of shots time after time. Somehow he gets in the paint. When he gets stuck, he has the ability to use his footwork to gain space to get his shot off.
Final 3 minutes and 20 seconds of our first half. Good pass. Jones to Jones and blocked by Etienne. Here's Etienne. Just his second game this season. Played 4 minutes a week ago in the loss against Northern Illinois. And Etienne keeps it alive. Extra possession for DePaul. And this is going to be a shot clock situation. State point guard, Tamin Lipsey.
I got to call him Mighty Mouse. He's 6'1", he plays bigger. But have you ever seen a lob floater? A lob for a floater. Look at him getting to the basket with the finish. And then right there, this anticipation in the passing lane and being a one-man fast break.
Already on triple-double watch. Tamin Lipsey right now, 7 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Tom's doing the math. He's on pace right now.
Yeah, he's a strong rebounding guard because, like I mentioned, point guards don't normally box out because they're not attacking it. But because he has quickness.
Oh, my goodness. Pennies from heaven. With the shot clock on his back, KT Ramey hit a circus shot.
Well, that's good that he recognized the shot clock was winding down, had the knowledge and the understanding to hurry up and get to a spot for his floater.
2-point ball game. Iowa State playing without their leader, Lipsey. Get a bucket, Tre King. King's now got 9.
Cyclones doing a good job against the zone. You penetrate the zone either off the bounce or with the pass. Right there with the pass and a quick shot by King.
Backdoor cut. Yes! Vintage KT Ramey.
The dynamic finish by KT Ramey, known as a shooter, but just cutting off the glass and using the basket to finish on the other side.
That was like, if he did that in the NBA Finals, folks, we'd be talking about that 40 years from now. That was really cool for Ramey. And DePaul can't get out of their own way. Another bad screen set up high.
Missing the time that he's missed, he's got to get back into the good rhythm. And those plays won't happen once he gets enough reps.
Jackson Pavletsky back into the ball game. He had a good spurt first time on the floor. And this will be a tie-up.
Small forward playing like a big power forward.
DePaul down 2. Remember, at one point they led by 10. That was the 18-8, relatively early. But they've survived the run by Iowa State. Now they can regain the lead if they hit a 3 here. Oden had it knocked away from behind. Momcilovic with the block shot. We play on. DePaul ball, they've got numbers. This is a 5-on-4. Someone should be open. It's Ramey, didn't want it.
And that's where we get it kind of out of control, forcing the issue. Last possession, Oden forcing the issue into traffic. In that possession, Ramey forcing the issue into traffic.
Momcilovic, first 3-pointer. The freshman from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Momcilovic, if that's what he does, he's out there to stretch the floor and knock down threes. Like I mentioned earlier, that shot off the top of the backboard, that's not him. That corner 3 is him.
Difference game clock and shot clock, 4 seconds. The ball playing keep away, but they better start looking towards the goal. Shot clock's at 5. Oden! Yes! 5th 3-pointer for Oden! It'll count if it goes, and it does! That's a 2. It's a long 2, but score the goal for Lipsey. Talk about ending the first half with a bang.
I'm up with the momentum, but Lipsey said, nope, let me show you what I can do at the buzzer. In the second half, that's a big night three-point shooting-wise.
You just saw Tre King, he's got 9 points. Also with 9 points, Keshon Gilbert. Tamin Lipsey has 9. So 3 guys with 9 for Iowa State. And now that trend ends as Tre King now has points 10 and 11 with a deuce.
Well, Iowa State came out in the second half, executed, took advantage of the size that Tre King has over Elijah Fisher.
Carter walled off. You got to assume that Jeremiah Oden was talked about ad nauseum in the Iowa State locker room at the half. He has already made 5 3-pointers. Ball poked out of bounds by King. 5 of 6 from behind the arc. Carter has to fire. And they'll keep it. Long rebound to Nelson. Oh, Oden, you got to fire that up. He was run off the three-point line and missed inside.
Mayer got bumped as he was penetrating to the paint.
Oh, that's wild. Shot is missed by Keshon Gilbert, and with body still on the floor, we've got a whistle and a foul.
Starting the second half off with a lot of wild play after that first possession.
And on the ground gets the foul. That's the rule.
Well, Gilbert was trying to penetrate. There was no space right there, and his own man tripped him.
Funky ball handling, and it's Iowa State ball. Beautiful left-handed pass finds Lipsey, and a quick timeout called by DePaul.
Resort in a good start, but right now, not court awareness. No court awareness. The easy pass for the layup. Second half. And then the Blue Demons, they always start off slow, but this game they started off on fire and struggling at the beginning of the second half.
DePaul breaks the pressure. Now they'll start an offense. Carter bounces it over to Nelson. Back to Carter. Back to Nelson.
Cyclones coming with that double team. Every time Nelson gets the ball, they're trying to make him a passer. They're sending that double team because they have done in the scouting report. Watch Nelson.
Nelson's going to have to fire. Offensive rebound, Nelson. Oh, did that ball hit out of bounds? I thought it just bounced right into Nelson's lap and he caught it.
No, it hit out of bounds first on the floor, but Nelson right there to his rebound faster than anybody else.
Fresh shot clock for DePaul. Nelson committed that time down the floor, but nothing's falling.
And this is where DePaul needs quality shots. Sometimes Nelson gets in a mode where he is forcing the issue. Let it come to you.
Gilbert, Lipsey. Dumps down to King. And King, his second effort rewarded.
King is just relentless when he gets the ball in the paint. Being aggressive, using his power, but also having to be able to quick react for offensive rebounds.
Iowa State at one point was down by 10. They're now leading by 10. And that's another bad screen by DePaul. So the Cyclones leading the ball. Wow, look at that behind the back pass. Give him an assist. Gilbert finds Jones.
And
Iowa State's been really creative with their passing.
Hey, that's Gilbert, who committed to Coach TJ at UNLV, ended up transferring here.
Oden's fouled, and we'll see what his free throw stroke looks like.
The athleticism, look at him draw the defense.
If you squint a little bit, that looked like Ja Morant.
Morant right there. I think it's the hair, the athleticism leaning in, the hang time. But that was some a la Ja Morant right there.
Oden. Believe it or not, that's the first point DePaul has scored here in the second half. 3 minutes scoreless to begin the second half.
Down and settle in, and now they need to string along 3 or 4 consecutive defensive possessions.
Deshaun Nelson's going to sit. Churchill Abbas replaces him. Momcilovic, his second three-pointer.
I said that in order to beat the zone, you got to get penetration off the bounce or off the pass. Once you do that, usually the defenders in the zone sleep and forget who the shooters are, which DePaul did on that possession.
Gilbert quickly the other way. Momcilovic run off the line. And a foul is going to go against DePaul, trying to keep Tre King off the glass.
He is softer, that's why you're getting those delayed bounces.
Did you ever play in a gym when you were in the Big East?
No, I don't think. Because, you know, most of the time you play in these big arenas and they have ice on the floor. I can't recall any arena having soft rims like that.
Ball poked away. Pavletsky finds Gilbert. Back in your day with all those great power forwards, Austin Crozier and Michael Smith and you, Dickey. You guys had to play for a couple minutes, and all those dunks would make the rim soft.
You know, soft rim, you gotta love soft rims because you gotta have a bad shot and get the bounce.
Pass in tight quarters, there's no chance that Bass is gonna catch that. Beautiful pass! Iowa State's got it rolling right now. Pavletsky to Tre King.
At the beginning of the game, I said one of the formulas for success for the Blue Demons was to handle the defensive pressure. Right here in the possession, have not been able to handle the pressure. Right there, quick hands, creating a steal, defense turning into offense.
Iowa State trying to get to 6-2 in non-conference play. DePaul's only got 5 shots off here in our second half. Shooting for DePaul. There's 7 for 11, but now they're not getting open threes anymore. They're being run off the line.
Well, you can't get shots if you're turning the ball over. That's one thing. As you see, another turnover by the pressure.
I'll tell you what, Pavletsky's really good in the open floor. He gets the ball with guys flying around, and he throws perfect passes, that time to Tre King.
Well, Coach Osselberger talked about how Pavletsky is just a bull defensively, offensively. He's crafty.
If Pavletsky was playing in a middle school game, he wouldn't look out of place. He's got that youthful look, but he's a killer. Lipsey. It'll stay with Iowa State.
You get the trap right there. Unforced turnover by Carter, just losing the ball. And Pavletsky just being quick, passing it up.
He's falling apart for DePaul. So a 3-point play by Keshon Gilbert on the inbound pass that DePaul lost track of.
They have not been able to handle the pressure whatsoever. And if I'm Iowa State, I do not let up on the pressure. I keep bringing the heat, making the Blue Demons be uncomfortable offensively.
This is a 4-point game at the half. It was 41-37. DePaul has 2 free throws here in our second half, and now a 3. KT Ramey stops the bleeding.
But you see how simple that was? Got the ball over half court, got it to Nelson. He didn't force the issue, saw the double team coming, and found the open shooter.
DePaul is 8 for 12 shooting 3-pointers, yet they're down 20. Something doesn't compute. Good golly!
3 dribbles sooner. Fortunately for him, Odin was still wide open.
All right, here comes DePaul. Mini run for the Blue Demons, down 17. And number 10 is fouled by number 10. Oh, maybe.
And he swatted his hands down.
Correct. Extra points, extra possessions, and waking him up a little bit, making him angry. Don't poke a bear. DePaul still has not missed a free throw as a team. They are 5 for 5 at the line. One more for Henley.
Shooting them down 13. You're talking about now they're down 12.
Ramey can't do it. Here's the run on Lipsey. One man to beat. And he's fouled. It's a no harm, partner.
Yeah, and right there, it's just Lipsey's momentum made the foul look worse than it was. That hit on the arm took him to where it looked like it was a harder foul than it was.
We were talking about Lipsey going to Ames High School, local kid. Mr. Basketball in Iowa, just like other Ames High School Iowa State Cyclones, Fred Hoiberg and Harrison Barnes. But neither Hoiberg or Barnes, the best college player to ever come out of Ames High School. That would be Doug McDermott, and there would be no debate about that. McDermott was the triple truth during his time at Creighton. And you and I know, we did a whole bunch of his games. Woo! Love the effort by Oden.
Now you can get to the free throw line. That's the added piece you like to see in Oden's game. You cannot afford to miss free throws right now. DePaul needs to make this free throw and think about putting a little full court pressure on and dropping back into a zone, being aware of where the three-point shooters are.
Oden's got 20 points without making a two-point field goal. He's got 6 threes and 3 free throws. 21 points for Oden. Ripping it, Curtis Jones, his first triple of the night.
Curtis Jones is a three-point shooter. He comes off the bench. A veteran college player, knows how to play.
Curtis Jones has got a good winter coat. He's from Minneapolis, played college ball at Buffalo, and now lives in Ames, Iowa. Doesn't have to be that way, partner. There are warm places in the world. Oden. Wraparound pass, got it back with the left hand. First two-point field goal for Oden. He's got 23.
It wasn't pretty. A lot of force to issue right there in that possession. But luckily the ball went back at Oden's hand for an easy layup.
And Pavletsky is fouled.
Shoot that many free throws in a game or a set of games.
Oh my goodness. Free throws a 50-50 proposition for Pavletsky.
Here's an opportunity for the Blue Demons to take advantage of the backdoor cut. When they moved the ball side to side, they were able to get some backdoor cuts. Otherwise, they can work in the pick and pop.
Nelson backdoor cut, bounced off the foot of Chico Carter.
But that was the right thought process. UConn ahead of Marquette. But, I mean, they're the national champions. You can't dethrone them as the #1 team in preseason start for Big East. I got UConn over Marquette.
Chilevich with the bucket.
Hey, he's a three-point shooter. I didn't see anything showing that he was coming with the Dirk Nowitzki one-legger step back. But he is a talented freshman offensively.
Mac Etienne getting some second-half playing time right now. He wears number 12 for DePaul. Just the second game on the year for Etienne. Henley. There was a time when Iowa State was down 10. That was 18-8 in our first quarter. First half, I apologize. Etienne, a rebound.
Oh, I know the game is, I know he's feeling well now. Tre King just took that three. He hasn't made a three yet. 0 for 4 throughout the season. That's not his game, but you know he's feeling it when Tre King is shooting threes.
Hey, there you go, Jackson Pavletsky. First three-pointer and his first attempt tonight for Pavletsky.
Pavletsky, only a sophomore, and ever since he's entered the game in the first half, he was the guy who helped change the momentum and the energy for this Cyclones team.
We're still keeping an eye on a possible triple-double for Tamin Lipsey. He's got 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. Haliburton a couple of years ago, Talon, Horton Tucker.
Georgie Niang. I mean, they've produced quite a few NBA players.
Both in the first half and in the second half, when he's been on the floor, he's made a difference. And we've got a timeout. We're going to keep it here. And the Eastern Illinois Panthers. And trying to inbound the ball, we're going to get a foul against Iowa State.
Alonzo Mourning and Dikembe Mutombo. From this angle, it looks like Tre King threw an elbow.
Flagrant one against Iowa State here in our second half.
Yeah, it's no surprise. I mean, it wouldn't have took me that long to look at it. Now, Eric, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
So a chance for a possible 5-point possession. Hit a 3 here, and it's 5 points this time down the court for DePaul. Nelson, it's a 4-point possession. 4 points that time down the floor for DePaul, and they're down by 19.
DePaul back in the 2-3 zone. Let's see if that offensive conversion makes them play defense better.
Loose. DePaul basketball. Carter making something on his own. Chico Carter.
And what you want to do when you're a coach and you're trying to get your team to come back, you talk about 5 possessions at a time. Can we get 5 stops and 5 offensive conversions? That's the way you chip into a deficit.
Since the flagrant one, a 6-0 run for DePaul. Gilbert gets it to go.
That's too easy right there. Nelson has to step up in the middle of the zone. That's his responsibility. You cannot stay back in the restricted area and let penetration get to the rim.
Nelson. Nice penetration and assist Chico Carter. Well, DePaul can't afford to be trading baskets. Gilbert is fouled as he switched it to the left hand. And he'll go to the free throw line where he'll shoot right-handed.
You're guarding Tre King and he sets a screen. You should be back in the paint. Tre King is not.
Gilbert's made some really nice passes left-handed. He's had to change his shot and shoot a couple of left-handed floaters. I wonder if he's ambidextrous, because he has really been efficient, proficient with his seemingly offhand. Nelson. He got hit on the elbow. That's why the ball never made it to the rim.
Over the last several possessions, the Blue Demons have gotten what they want offensively. Understand that they're kind of thin with their roster. Guys being hurt.
He's going to play for the first time. Didn't see him all in the first half. He comes in wearing number 11 for DePaul. And immediately trying to put some pressure on the ball is Keandre Young. And it works. DePaul gets it back. No damage done. And the turnover. Lipsey a steal. Assist as he gets it to Robert Jones.
And that hurts when you work it so hard.
And Nelson just obliterated Pavletsky.
Possession, and then you go back and turn the ball right over to the team, and they convert on it, as Carter did.
Wild foul trouble is Robert Jones, who's got 3 for Iowa State.
And as crazy as this sounds, like 2 possessions, 2 good defensive possessions, and 2 knockdown threes. And DePaul's only down by 10.
Another assist for Lipsey. Again, he finds Jones.
But then you have these defensive breakdowns right there on the ball screen. Guys not helping each other.
Lipsey is really getting close to that triple-double. We talk about his rebounding ability as a guard.
DePaul and the Cyclones have 30 points off of turnovers.
We'll have one more. Andre is from Del City, Oklahoma. Played Salif right through. Best to ever come out of Valpo. Good job breaking the press. That's the 10th assist for Lipsey. Again, he finds Robert Jones.
Lipsey is just special. Only a sophomore.
There's some Iowa State fans out there trying to recall what the record is for assists in a game. I can help you out. It's Tyrese Haliburton with 17.
Well, he's so special. I mean, he affects the statistics in so many categories. We talked about the rebounding. We know he can score because he's the leading scorer on this Cyclones team. But right here, just having the awareness, the vision, and the touch on his pass to throw the lob.
This game, averaging 6 rebounds. This is a guy who's 6'1", currently in NBA short pants. You got Tyrese Haliburton, and you got Monte Morris. How about that?
Yeah, those are two quality guards. Obviously, Haliburton, an all-star.
DePaul down 17. This would be nice. Young can't hit it. Rebounded. Pavletsky.
DePaul is going to make a push right here in this last stance. Before it gets to the 5-minute mark, they have to continue to apply pressure on the ball.
And foul called on Keandre Young. He actually got Momcilovic, and he got high on Momcilovic.
That he's trying to fight through. That didn't look like down from your shoulders, man. Ooh.
This is our third flagrant one.
It wasn't a hard foul on the head like Gilbert did. Has to have a review.
I'm not a scout, but this guy's got a chance to be really good. He's a freshman.
An extra year of exposure for a college scholarship, and he definitely has talent as to be a freshman.
King! Rebound ripped down by Young. Ball running out of time. Carter crawls it in. I think these are the softest rims in the Big East.
I would agree with you on that. But again, DePaul right now, they have to pick up full court. You can't save your energy right now. You have to pick up full court. You have to trap on screens. You're going to have to fly around to cause havoc to try to create turnovers.
Abbas got a hand on it, DePaul ball. They've got numbers, 5 on 4. Goofy looking Euro, but it's going to result in free throws.
You're going to be thinking about your defense, picking up full court after he makes these free throws.
How'd you know he's going to make that free throw? In at the line, so you really can't jinx these guys. They're 88% as a club. Only 89, going to round up. Momcilovic back into the ball game for Iowa State. Pavletsky crosses the timeline. Iowa State has led by as many as 23. King, 2 more. He's now got 20.
Another excellent pass by Gilbert. Once he got in the paint, the interior drop off to the big. Henley not getting over there to get that steal.
And Abbas is fouled.
I really like Abbas's upside. I got to see him in one game where he came off the bench and changed the tone, just block freshmen and be physically built, athleticism. He's a good piece for the future.
Oh my goodness. Wow. This could be another flagrant foul, folks. Longer, but Nelson's done. And DePaul can't corral the rebound.
The mishaps happen over and over again. This block out. Giving up offensive rebounds, giving the team another possession.
King! This guy has had a night and a half. Give him 22!
And that's just a good job by the Cyclones recognizing the mismatch and continue to take advantage of it.
Carter finds Henley! Up and in! Oden! He's been quiet for a bit, but Oden pads his stats with 25 now. He's got his uniform number. Pavletsky, 2 more. 9 points for Pavletsky.
You just see that ability of Pavletsky to bait his defender, send him one way, and just a simple backdoor cut.
The miss. So DePaul still thinking they've got a chance. 15-point game. 4 minutes to play. And a foul going to be called on Fisher. They really haven't had one standout star. They've had 5 of them. 5 guys in double-figure scoring. We've got double bonus free throws for Paveletzky. So that gives him 10 points, and he's got another free throw coming. The wolf in sheep's clothing, Jackson Paveletzky.
Paveletzky, unassuming basketball player. If you saw him outside, you wouldn't think that he is out here changing and setting the tone for the Cyclones.
Did a nice job of defense right there on Chico Carter, forcing the miss.
But I go back to when DePaul started off the game well. Paveletzky came in the game, and he really had some possessions that changed the tone of the game for the Cyclones.
That last rebound for Iowa State, oh, by the way, was run down by Lipsey. He's got 8.
Lipsey has excellent anticipation and quickness and speed to chase down offensive rebounds or to chase down long rebounds.
So in the NBA, there'd be some person on that bench who would say, hey, Tamin, you're 2 rebounds away. Is there that guy in college? Does he have any idea he's 2 rebounds away for a triple-double?
I don't think he has any idea, and here's the question. Coach Osselberger has to think about how long do I leave Lipsey in the game coming down the stretch right now.
They're not playing again until Thursday, and it's still relatively close. It's a 17-point game. Score the goal there for Fisher.
Too much space that the Blue Demons are giving the Cyclones. They're just too comfortable passing the ball around.
The ball's going to be off until they take on Texas A&M. That's their next game. Another bucket there for Fisher. He scored bucket last 2 times down the floor. So Fisher's got 8 points. Came in averaging 11. Gilbert hits the deck. He'll go to the free throw line.
Today, I mean, he's been aggressive using his athleticism to attack the basket. He's had some unbelievable passes, back pass he made. He's been a quiet killer through this game, being aggressive offensively and setting his teammates up.
Abbas comes back into the ball game for DePaul. Coming back into the game for Iowa State is Robert Jones. Robert Jones has been the recipient of the lion's share of Tamin Lipsey's assists. Great pass. Young. Oh, did he get it? Yes, he did. Lipsey's now 1 rebound away from a triple-double. That's why you stayed with us, folks. Maybe a 16-point game, but you got a chance for Cyclone history. It's hard to get a triple-double in a 40-minute game.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, triple-doubles, I mean, that's a big... You're not just getting triple-doubles easily.
Follow your shot, son. 3-ball, Tamin Lipsey. What a ball game. What a player. 15 points, 9 rebounds, 10 assists. Good God.
To get a triple-double and be one of the few triple-double Cyclones with NBA players that have moved on.
Started on the Fox Sports app. We'll get you there as soon as we are done here. Oh, there it is! He gets his triple-double! Tamin Lipsey! The crowd going nuts, and he probably has no idea why.
Just a sensational performance by, I gotta call him Mighty Mouse. I remember they used to call Damon Stoudemire Mighty Mouse in the NBA. I'm gonna have to call Lipsey Mighty Mouse because he just gets it done.
So our final minute of play here. This is gonna be an Iowa State win on a historic night for Tamin Lipsey. Incredible.
If the coaches know that he has a triple-double now.
How did he get this rebound?
I mean, you couldn't have.
He was kind of the fourth in line among the Cyclones to get that, and he got it anyway.
But the best part about it was, I don't, you asked me, did he know he was close to triple-double? I don't think so. He wasn't hunting for a triple-double. It fell into his hands. Coach talked about how Lipsey is a leader. You have a sophomore that's a leader on this team, and he said they go, and he wants the team and the players to develop Lipsey's personality.
Yeah, a really cool moment there. The Iowa State fans who have made the pilgrimage from Ames giving it up. The knowledgeable basketball fans in Chicago who normally root for DePaul, obviously appreciative of wonderful play, giving it up for Tamin Lipsey. Iowa State's going to finish with 99 points in a 40-minute basketball game. They're going to go to 6-2 with a smile on their face. Great performance from soup to nuts for Iowa State. So, Tamin Lipsey, a triple-double, and Iowa State, they win for the first time in program history over the DePaul Blue Demons, and they win their portion of the Big East Big 12 battle.